翔平が目の前で歴史を更新してる瞬間を見ると、こっちの集中スイッチが切れそうになるんだ。
どうも豪谷です。今回のムーキー別シーズンを振り返り、ちょっと素が漏れてます。大谷翔平のヤバさに震えてスターだらけのロッカーで若手がビビる理由を語って、そして自分のスランプや低打率の現実に本気で悩んでる本音まで、どうすりゃいいのかわからない。でもその中で彼が気づいた一つのシンプルな答えとは。今回はそんなムーキーがヤフースポーツのインタビューで語ったリアルな言葉たちを日本語字幕付きでまとめてお届けします。果たしてムーキーが漏らした本音とは。
All right, enough meta podcasting about podcasting. Let's talk a little bit about the Dodgers, but we want to go big picture here because I think for you and your career, having arrived with the Dodgers in 2020, I'm not asking you to reflect as if your time there is over and you have many years with the deal. I know a lot left you want to accomplish, but as you've seen this team and this operation, this organization ascend to these levels that we really haven't seen from teams in the past in terms of the way they're perceived, the way they're treated, the way they're covered. How do you welcome someone into that world? I know you guys just got someone in the trade deadline. How do you kind of maintain as one of the leaders of this team to treat it as if it's any other team, even though, let's be honest, it's not really any other team?
I mean, it's just that you just kind of let them go through their experience because everybody's going to take it differently. And being a Dodger has been a beautiful thing. All the stuff off the field, all the opportunity and whatnot is amazing. And then obviously, the product that we put on the field is amazing as well. But there's a lot of really good products on the field right now, man. There's a lot of really good teams out there. And so we're no better than the next team, right? There's teams that have been playing better. And, so that it's the baseball aspect is one thing that, it's a very level playing field, but the off the field stuff, the opportunities and whatnot, that's where I think being a Dodger definitely kind of sends to the top.
But between the lines, it's ball, right?
It's ball. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's me, Shohei, or whoever, or the next person, right?
Yeah.
It's ball. It's ball, and you got to play. That's what's going to prove who wins.
I can imagine if you're coming into that and you're looking around, it's he's going to be in Cooperstown. He has more money than God. He's on every billboard in America. That can be intimidating for someone coming into that a little bit, right? Have you seen that at all?
I would say so. I have a lot, especially the young guys. They come up, and I think it's a little overwhelming. I don't know if overwhelming is the right word, but you come in and you look and you see all these guys and you're like, wow, I'm getting to play with all these guys. Which is, I'm sure is really cool. I know I was talking to Carl the other day when Shohei was pitching. I think he gave up a leadoff homer or something. And then this is when I was leading off and I got a base hit, and then Shohei had a two-run homer in the first inning. And it's just amazing to know that this guy just walked off the mound, hit a home run. He's about to go back on the mound. It's stuff like that. Even for me, I've been playing. This is my first time seeing Shohei do both.
Do you get to appreciate that you're witnessing baseball history in the moment while you're watching it? Because obviously, for us, when we watch this thing that is the Dodgers, it's history in the making. Do you get opportunities to kind of take a breath? Does that happen in 15 years? Does that happen in the winter? Or does that not happen at all? I'm curious.
I mean, I feel like I'm doing my best to try and appreciate it now because, there is no better moment than now. But in the grand scheme of things, I think that happens later. I think, when you're in the grind and you're in it, you once you turn your brain off to go appreciate something, it's hard to turn it back on, and so you really have to just try and keep your brain on, and obviously not super intense and whatnot. You try and enjoy what you can, but you really have to try and stay on as much as possible just because the game is so unpredictable and so many things go on that, you have to just stay ready.
Our last question here on the field that I'm curious about with your season in particular. Obviously, you've been very honest about self-assessment of how you've been doing at the plate. Certainly looking a lot better lately. But then this move to shortstop, a lot going on that's very different. Some things I'm sure you're very proud of. Some things I'm sure you're very frustrated in. You've been very honest about the perspective that this season has kind of given you. What does that mean? How does that manifest on a day-to-day basis in a way that you're going about your day that maybe you weren't 2 years ago or 3 years ago or earlier in your career with the Red Sox?
Going through this year and looking up and seeing that you're nowhere near on track for your goal, it's disheartening. It really sucks, especially when your whole career you've gotten pretty close to your goals. Sometimes you've exceeded your goals.
Yeah, and the results are in your face every single moment you step into the field.
Every single day. I mean, every reporter's asking. It's all the time, and so. It really has taken me just to try and just win today. Do whatever you can to win today. You may be 0 for 4, but maybe you had a sac fly for an RBI. That helped. Maybe you made a nice play in defense or whatever. That'll help. And since I've changed my mindset to that, it really has helped me get through every day. Just because, I mean, I look up and I see 230, and it's hard. It really is hard. I've never had to do that. I'm going through stuff now that I've never had to go through in my entire life, like ever. And so I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to. And so the only thing that I can control is really just trying to help the guys win every day. And if I can do that, then I mean, at least I can go to sleep at night.
I imagine there is also probably something that's a little freeing about that in a way.
For sure. Definitely. Because you don't worry about the over 4. Like, I mean, I've been doing that the whole time. But at least this over 4, I moved the guy over, whatever it is.
Right.
And as you mentioned, you win, you're happy. I mean, that's it. In some ways, that is going to be that simple, which I really appreciate that perspective and that honesty.
ということで、いかがでしたでしょうか。ムーキーの話、めちゃくちゃグッときましたよね。大谷に驚き、歴史的なチームにいるからこその葛藤。今日のムーキーの話って、ただのスター選手のインタビューじゃなくて、人としてのリアルがすごくたくさん詰まってたと思います。大谷翔平のとんでもないプレーに心を奪われて、集中に戻るのが大変だなんていう苦笑い混じりの本音。スターがスターに圧倒される話ってすごいですよね。そして僕らが見てるドジャースの強さの裏でムーキーが感じていたプレッシャーや悩み、そのあたりもすごく丁寧に話してくれました。その中で彼が最後に言った今日を勝つことだけ考える、この言葉が本当に強い。打率が低くても記者に数字を突きつけられても、それでも彼は無安打でもチームに貢献できることはある、そう言って自分を保っていました。これってもうプロ野球選手というより人としての強さそのものだと思います。苦しい中でも腐らず前を見るムーキー、今日はちょっとそんな彼の人としてのかっこよさとマインドに勇気づけられました。ということでご視聴ありがとうございました。今後もゴータニ TV はドジャースを応援していきますので、チャンネル登録、コメント、高評価よろしくお願いします。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。